How's it going, everybody? This is Kyle from the UA Playbook, coming back at you with another video. This video is going to be based on what I think is the most slept-on deck for Gen Con, Blue, Bleach, Volume 2. With that being said, let's get right into it. Alrighty, started things off. We are running 4 of the Zero Drop Rukia. It is a 0 drop 1 AP, and comes in with 1500 and has a get trigger to add to your hand, and when it comes from life it gets to go to your hand. Then we're going to play 4 of the Ichigo Kurosaki. So this one states, when played, draw a card and sideline a card from your hand to your sideline. Put a card from your hand to your sideline. There's actually some pretty nifty little combos you can do with this, and it also has a draw trigger while in life. Kind of nice. Then to round out your zeros, you run 2 Zangetsu. So this card states, when this character is placed from hand to your sideline by an ability with a blue Ichigo Kurosaki on your field, that Ichigo Kurosaki may gain this character, cannot be blocked by a character with 3000 or less BP until the end of the turn. So basically you can send him away, and let's just say you have this Ichigo and they have something that's only 3 I don't know, something weird. You know, there's a lot of weird things you could do with that. Not the best representation, but let's say you have a 4000 and they can't block it with unless they have a 4000. That's really nice. But yes, that rounds up the zeros in the deck, so that is 10 zeros in the deck. Moving on to your 1 drops of the deck. You run 3 Kisuke Uruhara. So what he states is, when played, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, reveal up to one character with no affinity among them, add it to your hand. Place your remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. If you added a card from your hand, place 1 card from your silent deck. He also has a draw trigger in life. But so basically you're going to be finding like certain cards like your Zangetsu, who has no affinity. If you haven't noticed that, no affinity. Or as we're going to get a little bit further into the deck profile, you're going to see other cards that have no affinity attached with it that you can grab off of him. A very good resourceful card. Yeah, very good. Then we're running on to the 2 drops. You run 4 of the 2 drop, 3K 1 energy generator Ichigo Kurosaki. So what he states is, activate main, place 1 card from your hand to your sideline. Once per turn, this character cannot be blocked with a character with 4000 BP until end of turn. So in a sense, if you sent off the Zangetsu right here, he can't be blocked by 3Ks or less or a 4K. So the only way that you could stop this guy from swinging at you is with a 5K. If your opponent has a 5K, they can stop him. If they don't, they're going to take that damage from him. Very good. And then you run 1, 2, 3 of this Orihime. This is the last 2 drop of the deck. What it states is, when this character is played, placed from your hand in the sideline by ability by a blue Ichigo Kurosaki on your field. Choose up to 1 Ichigo Kurosaki on the field. Against this character cannot be chosen by opponent's characters or trigger abilities until the start of your next turn. So that's really good. So like, let's just say you were running into an Asta and you don't want your effects to be negated. You could be like, oh, I can't target it. Or the Ichigo that you sidelined to get the protection with swings into life. They hit a special. They can't remove it. Very good. It's situational. It's a draw trigger. It's a 3K, 2 action, 2 energy, and only 1 action needed. Pretty good. We're moving on to the 3 drops. For your color trigger, you run 4 of this Orihime. It produces, it's only a 3 drop, 1 action, produces you 2 energy. Her on-play effect is, when played, you may return 1 character with on your field with 2 energy or less required to your hand. You do add 1 card with 2 or less energy required from your sideline to your hand. So you can grab back the Orihime, you can grab back this Ichigo, you can grab back this Kisuke, you can grab back Zangetsu, you can grab back a Rukia. There's a lot of things you can grab back with her, and keeping you on the 4, because this deck is the highest AP or energy that is required in this deck is 4. Very good. Next up, I'm running only 3 of this Orenji Abara. Very good card. Now he's a 3 drop, 2 action, 4K body, trigger, get add to hand. But this is where it gets interesting. So he's got Nullify Impact, and as well as, when played, place 1 card from your hand to your sideline. If you do, choose one of your AP cards and reset it to active. So you can sideline a card that's doing absolutely nothing for you. and play him down on turn 3, restand an AP, and be able to do something else as well. As well as having a 4K beat stick with Nullify Impact, and then when attack, and then also has another effect of him on there. Activate main once per turn. If there's another character on your front line with 2 base AP or more, you can restand him. So there's a lot of cool things that you can do with this deck. So like, we're talking about a card that literally can restand an AP for you, can come out on turn 3, can nullify an impact for you, as well as be able to restand himself the same turn he comes into play. Very, very good card. I arguably would like to bring it up to 4, but there's some cards choices that we can tech out and choose for that later. But at this moment, I am running 3. Then the final 3 drop that we're running is the 1 Rukia Kuchiki. 3 energy required, 1 action, so 1 AP. When played, draw a card, then place 1 card from your hand or side. If there's a character with 2 or more base AP costs on your front line, I get to just draw a card instead. So let's just say you have this Renji out, you could just draw a card and not have to discard a card. Kind of really good. Produces 2 energy, is a 3K beat stick for you as well. Also another retarget. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Next up, no, pardon me, I have 1 proxy right now. There's 2 proxies in the deck. I'm waiting on getting some stuff coming in the mail. But, so we're running the Rukia Kuchiki raid. It's a 4-drop, 1 action, 4K beater, 1 energy. You can raid her, so on and so forth. But what she states is, when played, if on front line, choose the 1 character on your opponent's front line and switch it to resting. If it is your turn and there is a character with 2 or more base AP on your front line, it gains the... So in this card, it has a little bar text. If you can get that, there we go. So right around there, it's got a little in parentheses. So this is where it really matters. It switches to that in parentheses card. So statement on the card. It states, switch it to resting. The chosen character remains set to resting until this character leaves the front line instead. So instead of it just being down for that 1 turn, it perma-taps it down. And as long as you have a character on your front line that produces 2 energy or has 2 AP requirement, it stays set to resting until they either move it to your energy line, the Rukia to your energy line, or they remove the Rukia. So it's very good at stunning down things. It can come in, swing at 4K, and it's very, very, very good at keeping things going. And just stopping things that could become an issue. Then we're running a total of 4 of this Ichigo Kurosaki. I am missing 1 of them at the moment, again, on the way in the mail. What he states is he's a 4-drop rateable Ichigo Kurosaki, by the way. But when played, chooses 2 characters with 2,000 or more BP in your opponent's front line. They lose 1,500 BP to the end of turn. Then he has an activate main. Once per turn, you may place 1 card with Zangetsu or Getsuga in the same from your hand or your side line. If you do, draw a card. Then this character gains 1,000 BP, and when attacking, draw up to 1 card until the end of the turn. So basically, you're going to be able to go swing Ichigo, or no, get rid of Zangetsu right here, or Zangetsu, or as we're going to go into a little bit further, there's some other cards that I have not mentioned yet. Be able to draw a card, reduce something 2 cards by 2K as long as they're or by what is it, 2K? No, 1,500. My bad, 1,500, and be able to swing on a 5K beat stick. Very, very, very good. And also because there's certain cards in this deck that can make him attack twice, that means you can draw 2 times off of him. It's not once per turn. So it states up to 1 card until the end of the turn. So when attacking, you may choose to draw a card. So it's kind of dumb. Alright, now moving on to the final 4 drop of the deck. We run 3 of the 4/2 action Ichigo Kurosaki. He's got an active trigger, 1 energy producer, 4K beater, 2 energy, 2 action points required. So when he states, when played, choose 1 character with 4,000 or less BP on your opponent's front line and return it to their hand. So you can just bounce something back to their hand, so especially like a Yuji or a Asta or a Noct or a Mimosa. So many cards that are at 4K that you could just manipulate and get rid of, and then they have to reset it all. As well as once per turn, you may draw a card and sideline a card, which is his activate main. So you're going to be able to draw off of him. He's going to be able to boost something off the field, boost something back to their hand, and be able to swing on the next turn for 4K. As well as netting you cards of return off of him. Very good. Very, 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 very good. Now let's move on to the specials. Run 4 of Getsuga Jurushio, I believe is what it's called. So what this card states, it's a special. So while in life, it just choose one character in your opponent's front line and sideline it. But what it does in hand, choose one other character with 3,500 or less BP on your opponent's front line and sideline it. So I guess, in a nutshell, if you played this Ichigo, you could sideline something pretty decent with this. But where it really shines is its other effect on the card. When this card is placed from your hand to your sideline by the ability of a blue Ichigo Kurosaki in your field, you may place one card from your hand to the bottom of your deck. If you do that, Ichigo Kurosaki gains double attack. So, like I was saying earlier, with this rateable Ichigo Kurosaki, you could be netting 3 cards off of him very easily, swinging at 5k twice. Very, 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 very good. Alright, so that is it for the specials. Then you have to play 4 of your finals for Bankai. I think everybody knows this card. What it does is you choose up to 2 of your AP, switch to them active when it's in hand, and in life, it's the last card of your life. You don't lose the game. Very, very, very good. In some decks, though, I won't lie, you don't need 4, but in this deck, you need 4. Because you are going to be playing cards down that have a lot of 2 AP requirements. So being able to restand and stuff like that and keep your plays going, having 4 of this is an absolute must. And the last card of the deck his name is Zangetsu. What it states is you get to draw a card, draw 2 cards, my bad, while in hand, and then if you sideline this card from a blue Ichigo, you get to draw a card. So let's just say you start off your opening hand with the 0-drop Ichigo Kurosaki. You're going to draw a card off of him, send this guy off, you're going to net 2 cards off of him. Very, very good. But yes, that is where it's at currently, and let's get down to the final thoughts and opinions on the matter. So now that everybody's seen the deck profile, let's talk about some different changes you could do to the deck. So obviously, as you would have saw earlier in the deck profile, that I was running the 1 3-drop, 1 action, 2 energy generator Rukia. You could take that card out, in fact, for another His Name is Zangetsu if you really wanted to, so that you can try to proc that off more. Or you could even simply add another Renji, or you could add another 4-2 action Ichigo if you really are worried about seeing a lot of 4Ks and you're wanting to manipulate more and being able to make things have to go away more often. But overall, I'm very much so surprised, and I would not be surprised that this deck actually has a very good good time at your locals or at your regional event like Gen Con, or even when we have it in Texas coming up soon. So yes, keep this deck in the back of your mind, give it a shot, and please, just always like always, be safe, and always don't forget to please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, the UA Playbook is signing off.